What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts, where we are staying in London, England tonight. We are going to be checking out the legendary Al Marie. We're going to be checking out why the British are undefeated World War champions. Man, I know this is going to be off the chain, but that guy is hilarious and he knows his history, so he's going to deliver some I know, a lot of humor, but also I'm going to learn something. Yes. Very much excited to check this one out. We ain't gonna waste no more time. We're just gonna get right into it, folks. We're gonna get right into it. Oh yeah.
We currently, the British, are World War champions of the world. Undisputed. Undisputed World War. Yeah? We haven't lost a war. We haven't lost a war for 1,000 fucking years. That is a fact.
Damn.
Yeah, we even had a war against the French that lasted 100 years, called the 100 Years' War. And the reason it lasted 100 years is because we're enjoying winning it so much, we spun it out for the full century. Oh yeah. If it's going well, you stay at the crease, don't you? Now, the point is, I mean, we had to help the Americans in the Iraq War, and there are people who say the Iraq War was unnecessary. I cannot agree. It was essential practice. In case one comes along, we've actually got to fight, wasn't it? Got to stay match fit in case the Germans try again. I've been too quiet for too long. I mean, they're saying Iraq's turning into a new Vietnam. Oh no, loads more fucking miserable films with Yanks in. Now, the point is... No, we had to help you. We had to help the Americans, because they've never won one on their own before, have they? And they came to the experts, undefeated World War champions of the world, because the British Army, the British Army works on a simple system, doesn't it? Yeah? The American Army, a dog's breakfast, with all due respect, because the battle plan for Iraq was a disaster, wasn't it? Because what did they do? And we all knew it was a rubbish battle plan. You knew, didn't Heidi? You knew, didn't you, love? And it doesn't concern you, sweetheart. Everyone knew. The boys knew the Yanks were going to fuck it up, didn't you, fellas? You knew, didn't you? You knew. Yeah, Ludwig. Yeah, you knew with your detailed understanding of military campaigns. We all knew.
We're gonna take it back just a little bit.
You knew. Yes, Vera slammed the phone down on him, and yet again. He knew. You boys, you knew, didn't you? Yeah? Yeah, the American battle plan. You knew, didn't you, Andrew? Your head full of uniforms. Oh, those poor boys. We all knew. We all knew, because what did the Americans do? Basic, bottom line, battlefield error. They sent Marines, water soldiers, and they sent them to fight in the fucking desert.
Oh, Father.
How was that ever going to work? Baghdad's a 5-hour drive at best if you ignore the speed cameras. 3 weeks in a speedboat. Come on, fellas. Baghdad or bust, boys, come on. Fuck it, let's pedal. I don't know what I've been told. Nonsense. So what did we do? We're in the desert, we did the obvious thing. We sent the desert rats. Because the clue is in the fucking name.
Desert rats. Never heard that.
Phone rings, we're in the desert. We'll send the desert rats then. It's obvious, George, that was just stupid. Yeah? Yeah, all right, okay, I'll tell them to paint the van yellow. Oh, get away from me. Now, the point is...
Desert rats.
Yeah, because that's how the British Army works, isn't it, fellas? On a simple job name description allocation system basis.
Yeah.
Because we are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people in the world, yeah? The British Army...
We're going to take a pause here. Now, I get what he's saying there. Like he's saying that the mission isn't basically the name. And we know that the American society, you know, loves to hide the actual, you know, the definition of something by changing the terms. As if, like, if you change the name, like you change the condition, which is so, come on, it's common sense would tell you nothing changes except the name. You know what I mean? So, like he's saying, like, if they just follow the mission, the name of it, it'd be obvious as to what's being used. So I'm like seeing in a sense that he's also taking a stab at the language, the American language, the way that they conceal things by changing the names. You know, it just make it more, just complicating a condition by just changing the name and just hiding the the life of it, like the life source of something, like for example, like PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, that has been changed so many times during decades, so many decades. The name has changed, and I don't know if it's going in that direction in terms of hitting the language, but it just reminds me of what George Carlin was saying. Rest in peace to George Carlin. We're going to take it back a bit.
Because we are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people in the world. Yeah? The British Army works on a job, name, description, allocation, system basis. Very simple, yeah? You've got the desert rats for fighting in the desert. It's obvious, isn't it, yeah? You've got the parachute regiment for parachuting. It's obvious, isn't it, yeah? You've got the Royal Engineers for going behind enemy lines and putting out cones, haven't you, fellas?
That's what they do.
Slow the traffic down to 20 for no fucking reason whatsoever. Stand in a luminous top and do nothing, disrupting the enemy infrastructure. Fucking brilliant work. We've got the Scots Guards keeping an eye on the Scots. Oh, yeah. Got the Irish Guards keeping an eye on the Irish. Not so busy anymore. And of course, now we're all friends. And of course, the Welsh Guards for simply keeping an eye on the Welsh. Mind you, there's nothing to guard in Wales since they dug out all the coal. They should have paced themselves, really. Now, the point is, we've got the Horse Guards for guarding the horses, haven't we? Yeah? Horse artillery for firing horses at the enemy. Freaking them out. Achtung, horse! And of course, the light infantry for fighting during the day. It's a simple system. Special forces soldiers who can't read. A simple system. Laid out plain and simple so the Queen, who's a woman, can understand how her army works. You can't argue that.
Wow. Well said, well articulated, and I mean, he made a lot of logical points. I mean, it's more a little more complicated than that, but like he's saying, there's a lot of truth to what he's saying there. It's almost like it's very simple, but sometimes it's complicated, at the same time. But the British are really undefeated in terms of when you look at history. I mean, they're good at the war, you know what I mean? Like he said, and I never thought about it until when I started reacting to Al Marie, because since that the British are really not in any kind of major wars for it's been a while, but they have had their hands dirty for quite a while, and getting things done in a manly fashion. The British are very good at it, I must say. I mean, the track record speaks for itself. I mean, you can't argue that at all. And, but like he's saying, like I mean, sometimes he's not saying it, but what I'm getting is like, let's talk about the English language by changing a lot of names and hiding the meaning. It's almost like you're trying to hide the meaning of a condition that's terrible. Whereas if you leave it as is, you could quicker understand what's going on and deal with the situation at hand. Yeah, very humorous and, as always, factual in what he says. Yes, guys, if you want to see the long drawn outro that I do, check me over on Dyce Reacts. We have the music reactions. Yes, I got a lot of British artists, so check me out over there. This way I'm gonna be making my exit. So until next time, peace out.